Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a soft pink potty look. I'm going to try to make it, I don't want it to be too crazy or bold like I usually like to do. It's my mother-in-law's birthday. She's going to be 85 and we're having a surprise party for her this afternoon. So I want something that kind of matches my shirt. Just a soft, pretty potty look. Nothing, I don't even know if I'll add shimmer. I might, because you guys know, you should know me by now, I always have to have a little bit of shimmer. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to start with, but I know the palette I want to use. I'm going to be using the Morphe 35L Ultra Lavender palette. This palette, you guys have seen me use it before. That's just the color sheet there. And these are all the shades. These shades are absolutely gorgeous. I like how pigmented they are, except this one I have a little trouble getting that to really get the look I want. I think I used water on it, so it's kind of tough to use now, but I'd have to scrape it off. But these are all the shades. So I'm not going to go anything too dark, maybe just the eyeliner. I might just use like a brown eyeshadow for that. I want something soft and pretty. I found a new technique and I really like it. It takes a little bit longer, whereas because I'm not used to doing it yet. But you're going to use like a pencil brush. If you see this, I do watch other content creators so I can get improvements or tips or tricks or different looks that I might not even have thought of. So I think what I'm going to start with is this shade right here. It's kind of a beigey, taupe, brown kind of shade. I'm going to dip my brush in it. Hopefully I can get some pickup on this. I don't know why it is lately. I can't seem to get colors that are pigmented enough for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in the socket. I really like that look better. Yes, it goes a little messy. And this is a shade Overright. Now, the reason sometimes I get a little messy is because I know this is crazy, but even though I love doing these videos, I have a severe anxiety disorder. I believe I mentioned that. So sometimes when I go to do something, not that anybody's watching me live, I don't know if I'll ever do it live, but I do get, my anxiety sometimes kicks in. And I have no control over it. So when it does kick in, unfortunately, it does make my hands very shaky. So I'm sure I'll get better at it. I mean, I don't think anybody's perfect. And I do love makeup. It just makes me feel better. I've been dealing with some health issues. Especially, you guys know probably I have diabetes and it's very, very not under control. And my doctor's appointment that I had did not go well at all. So I'm struggling with that emotionally, mentally. So it is what it is, but it's just, I have trouble dealing with it. Part of it is my fault, but it's just something I gotta think about like almost every second of the day, and I hate it. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm not blending it too much. I'm just trying to get that color where I want it. And I always get it where I don't want it. I do think I like going right into the socket. I just gotta get in there. Oh my God, my eyes are like so old. I can't believe it's March already. It's just like, holy crap, where'd the year go? I'm probably not doing it exactly how the content creator did it, but because I just I tend to rush too. I'm probably going, he did it like a halo eye, but I'm just going to do just like a half cut crease. I don't want anything I want to look pretty. I'm going to go in with a clean, fluffy brush. I'm going to use this one. Content creator kind of used a different one, but I'm just kind of like blending it out a bit. See, and as I'm blending, I'm going to bring it up above my crease. I really like that tip that, I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. His name is Robert Welsh. Oh my God. He is just so good at doing makeup. And I've been watching him. I just subscribed not too long ago. And he talks about other things besides just makeup. He does reviews about other brands and stuff, which I find really interesting. I mean, he is a professional makeup artist. Oh my God, he does makeup better than I do. Most women, I would think. He's really good at it, and I love watching him. I never thought I'd watch a man put makeup on, but he's fun to watch. So you should check him out if you have back in. And I'm not bringing it out too much. I don't want anything too crazy. I'm just trying to make sure I blend it in. I'm going to use this one. It's still a pencil brush, but I'm going to use this shade right here. It's very, very light. It's like a pinky purple. I'm going to dip my brush in it. And it's kind of a lavender shade. See, I'm just patting it on. This brush might be too small for this, but I just want something that can really get in there and get the color in there. And I'm blending it out a little bit. Yeah, I probably need a better brush, and I'm going right up to that other color, right underneath, so I have that nice crisp little line. And no, I didn't put more concealer on my eye. So I'm just trying to make them so they're even. Oh my God, it always looks like one looks different than the other eye. Maybe I should create a look like that just to be silly. Yeah, sometimes I just can't. You can always add setting spray too and pack the color on. I don't know what it is. I mean, I love this palette. The colors are really pretty, but I just think some of them aren't as pigmented as I'd like. This is where I get uneven color. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Now, of course, I'm going to go in with some shimmer. But let's see. I'm going to use my setting spray so I can go into a shimmer. And they have this one. It's called Love Glitch. It's like a pinky purple shade. And I think that'll look really pretty on the inner part of my eye on top of that other lavender shade that I used. Yeah, I was going to create kind of a pinky look, but a lot of these colors, it's lavender, so. And I'm just dabbing that color. And when you do the glitter, you want to make sure you kind of blend it out a little bit. And I do think it still matches my shirt. I was thinking pink, but it's turning out to be a pretty lavender look, which is fine. And look at the impact of that glitter. That is so pretty. And it makes more of an impact if you use your finger instead of a brush. I just go a little crazy with the shimmer. Now what I'm going to go is I'm going to go back in with that brush I used before. And I am going to go into the override shade that I used. And I'm just going to blend it out a little bit right here, just where I put the glitter. So it blends in nicely. See, this is very soft, very simple. It's not too out there. This color is just a little tough to get the impact I want. But I want it to be soft, but I want it to look pretty too. All right. Now I'm going to take another shimmer, a different shimmer, because it's more for like, it's called Cyber Silver. It's this shade right here. This shade, like when it's silvery white color, is really good for your tear duct. So I'm using that same brush that I had, and I just put the color on the tip, and I'm just dabbing it right on the tear duct like this. And you can bring it up a little bit if you want. Just like that. And you just gotta blend it too. You don't want to just like pop it on there, which is what sometimes I do. I have such small features, sometimes it's just hard. And I'm gonna add a little bit of that under my brow. Just this part, the outer part of my brow. And I'm blending it in because I want it to be soft. I don't want it to be like, see, a big spot of glitter. I just think using a white shade kind of highlights your eyes a little bit. Makes it really look pretty. All right, now I gotta figure out what to do under my eyes. This palette is so freaking big. This is not something you can put in your purse. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little small brush. It's kind of like, it's really soft, and it has kind of a rounded edge, and it's from Pod. I forgot where I got these, but it's an EB331 brush. And what I'm gonna do is that I do want a little darker color under my eye, but I don't wanna go too dark. Try this. I'm gonna go with the Velvet Void. It is a brown shade, and it's got a little deep purple in it, and I'm just gonna put it right under my eye, smoke it out, just like that. I want it to be smoky, I want it to be soft. And what's great about this palette, you can also use the shades in it for blush. It up a little bit. I'm going to use some concealer, and I do use concealer under my eye a little bit because I don't want that line to be too big. And I just kind of, yes. And then I'm just going to, I think sometimes it works better with your fingers. Oh my God. Actually, my eyes, I gotta go back to using my eye cream. Sometimes I forget to use the eye cream, and I really should, because my eyes get very dark underneath, even though I get enough sleep. And then, of course, I'm gonna clean up right over here. I didn't make too much of a mess this time, but I want that nice little oomph, you know, a nice little lift. I don't think that looks too bad. But I'm going to use this for my eyeliner. And I don't do like a big ass wing eyeliner because I just not that great at it. But I'm going to go in with that Velvet Void. I'm going to try that because it's more like a brownish purple. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here. Like when I go up on my eye makeup. And then I'm going to go right like midway, and then I'm going to connect it. And when I do this, I really need to take my time so it looks nice. And I still bring it out a little bit. It's not perfect. Probably setting spray, but I still think it looks pretty good. And I just want to use my Q-tip. I think I went a little too far. Yeah, somebody suggested it. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but that suggestion was really, really helpful. And I'm trying to like, not totally like drag it up. And then I'm going to go like this over the lid again. And I connect it. I know this eye always looks a bit worse than the other one. The other one, it goes on perfectly. It would help if I put the palette down. And yes, I got to hold my eye a little bit. I don't know why. One eye always looks like awesome. And then when I go to do the other eye, sometimes it looks like crap. And of course I dropped the palette. It's like, what the hell? I'm always dropping shit. Now, that's not definitely perfect, but I know if I keep playing with it, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. So what I'm going to do, use my magic concealer and just get rid of that so it's not like too far up. Yeah, my anxiety, I don't know what it does. It acts up when I try to do eyeliner. Now I am going to go back to that palette. I'm going to use curl my lashes. Oh my God, my eyelashes are so skimpy I can't find them. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. mascara in black. I've been using this a lot. I really like it. Yes, I know my... Gonna blend that eyeliner. Just so it's not... I gotta fix my eyeliner. All right, and now I'm trying to decide what kind of blush shade. Because with this palette, they have a double clicked and they have a Y3K. Well, pink, it's more of a pinky shade, pinky purple. This is basically a lavender palette, but so what I'm going to do, I already get my foundation on. I am going to dip into both those shades and apply it to my cheeks. It's very light. They're very pretty. You can use one or the other. You can use both like I'm doing. And it's very, very light shades. So what I like is that you can build up the color. When it comes to blush, I don't want anything that's too dark. I just want a nice flush of color. And I don't even know if I created a look like similar to this. I don't have as many videos as a lot of content creators, but sometimes I have like so many freaking palettes that, and I don't know always if I remember what look I created because there's so many different colors. I am going to go in with my Senegence lip color. I'm not going to use a lip liner. This is Lip Sense, and it's in the shade Smitten. And what you're going to do, you need to shake it up. And I do love these. I mean, they're like $22, I believe, which could be a lot, you know, it is pricey, but I'm trying to use up the makeup I already have. And these are great because they last all day. And what you're going to do is you're going to put 3 thin coats. You don't want to put them too thick because then it takes longer to dry. Yeah, making this. This is almost all right. I think I'm just trying to get color. And I just want to show you, this is one coat. No color comes off. So when I go to the party, I can eat and drink without worrying about my lipstick coming off and having to reapply it. Once that's dry, you do a second coat. And the reason being is that you want thin coats, like I said, because it dries. And this is the last coat. Look at that, it doesn't come off, which is awesome. Then, in order to set this color, you want to use their Lip Sense. It's a moisturizing gloss, and you're going to put that over top. And when you use the gloss, it will come off, but the color underneath will stay. So you can apply this as pretty much whenever you want. Yeah, I'm trying to get the... Look at that. It adds a nice pretty shine. It does dry to a matte finish. Sometimes I do reapply the gloss because it actually makes your lips feel really moisturized. They feel nice and soft. And it doesn't dry your lips out. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.